All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone, boom!
Live from downtown Baton Rouge, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo, and welcome in. It is OTB here live on location at Rouse's on Burbank. It is a football Friday, and we're going to be here with you for the next 3 hours. Jake and Flynn here, of course, Alondra and Tay back in studio. We've got a lot to get to. We've got to give you our pontoon parlay. We got to give you what's the highest ticket and what's the lowest ticket across the country. And then we might give you a little party barge. We might give you some NFL picks today as well. So we've got a lot to get to. Mr. Matthew, how you doing, sir?
Doing great. Happy to be back here at Rouse's Market, right here off Burbank. I don't know what happened, but seems like a little different scenery for us today.
Yeah, I think Adam set the setup backwards.
Yeah, come on, Adam.
Yeah, let's go, Adam. Come on, bro.
It's reversed. But no, we're here at Rouse's. We're excited. We're excited to be here every single Friday during the football season. And, again, just super impressed. Every time I walk in here, there's like 50 employees getting set up and getting everything ready for you guys to come in. So come join us this morning. Come say hi to us. Come get a little breakfast here at the breakfast bar right here at Rouse's. And if you're not near us, just go to your own Rouse's and get a little breakfast bar. Because there's a lot of them. Yes, sir. Get your groceries. But no, I'm doing good, man. Everything is kosher. Watching good football last night. How about the Dolphins?
Turned out being a good game.
The Dolphins.
I thought it was going to be a blowout, and it wasn't.
People left them for dead, and they said, not too fast. We're actually professional football players as well.
Yeah, you said that yesterday. You mentioned that. They were professional football players until the last interception. That was kind of a middle school interception, but before then, professional and everything.
Yeah, got a little aggressive on a little punt block attempt. No. A high effort play. I mean, those are the ones you hate to see as a coach, but you kind of got to live with sometimes because you want your guys to play with intensity. You want your guys to play with effort, but a guy rushes up the middle, tries to block the punt, almost has it, runs into the kicker, runs into the punter, so gives the Josh Allen a come. You can't give Josh Allen too many opportunities, but a team that was left for dead coming into this game. Everybody was talking about how many weeks Mike McDaniel still had. And the question, the jury will still be out on that. But I think they bought themselves some time at least. They gave themselves a little bit of favor.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're right. I mean, gosh, the first two games, they looked awful. And they looked much, much better against a really good team on the road. So
I feel like
maybe. But
I watched Tua play, and he makes some great plays. And I don't want to sit here and judge like mechanically what he does because he's always been a little bit mechanically different. He hadn't been like a real whippy arm guy, kind of a shoulder thrower. Yeah. His shoulder looks a little stiffer than it usually does. I don't know if that's age. I don't know if that's the brain bruises. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. His mechanics just look a little bit more shouldery than he usually does. I don't know. Just a
you know who doesn't look shouldery? Josh Allen.
No, not shouldery at all.
No.
That's an official term, by
I
the
like
way.
that.
Shouldery.
I like it.
Yep.
I do like it. Yeah, for the punt block situation, that's tough. And I've been in that situation, and your eyes just get huge because you're like, I've got a free path to the punter.
Yeah,
I'm going to block this football. And you try everything you can. And I'll be honest, there's probably in my career 2 punts that I didn't block because I was so worried about running into the punter.
Right.
That you slow down just a hair. And if you slow down at all, you're not everything has to be perfect for you to block a punt.
Yep.
And if you slow down at all, it's just not going to happen. So, gosh, I feel bad because the special teams coach is just firing them up. The guys, this is going to hit. This is going to go. When we run this rush, it is going to block a punt, and you get so excited, and it happens. And unfortunately, you give, like you said, an MVP caliber quarterback another possession, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, actually, that's a great topic to ask you about because you were a war daddy on special teams. You blocked your fair share of
3
kicks.
block punts in my career.
Not a big deal. But, like, when you train for punt block, so I know I've seen the special teams, but, like, special teams was always a blind spot for me because quarterbacks never sat in special teams meetings. We were always doing our, real football stuff.
So disrespectful.
But I would watch the drills, and y'all would practice punt block with, like, the pad there and the angle. You don't angle towards, like, you angle away from the quarter or the punter, and you block it. But when you're coming head on like that, and you're engaged with someone blocking you, and you're giving, like, Micah Parsons type effort to, like, get past that blocker, and you're like, I think I can do it. Like, is the thought process or the coaching points from a special teams coach, like, if you think you might be able to block it, don't go for it, or it's like you got 100% know that you can do it before you give it everything you got? Because that guy knew, like, he got the one hand out there.
Yeah.
I know the punt block technique that people work on in practice is a double hand.
Yeah.
So, like, he's like, if you can only get one hand, don't do it. Like, what's the technique? Like, what do you coach right there in that situation?
Yeah, so in a perfect world, like if you're free in the A gap, then you're going to the punt leg side, and you're, like you said, you're 2 hands, and then you go to the same side as his leg, and that way you don't have a collision there. But with last night, that's not that situation. That's not a perfect picture. Right, that's you having maybe a chance, and it's kind of
ad-lib a little bit.
You do. You have to become an athlete. You have to become a player, and they typically would tell you, hey, if you think you have the opportunity, if you have the chance, do whatever you've got to do.
But be right.
Yeah, one of those situations. If you do it, it's fine, but you better be right. It's like anything in sport. Like, hey, I'm giving you the green light to steal bases, right? You can do that. But you better be right.
Yeah.
Don't get thrown out.
You can swing on 3-0.
Right. But you better be right.
Yeah. You can throw it back across your body if you want. Or running backs, you're kind of slow. You can bounce it outside on this run.
I don't know. Why'd you look at me when you said that?
I was
looking at Adam?
I looked at Adam.
Tight.
Yep.
Okay.
You say tight?
Tight.
Hell yeah. Poser.
Bring it back. Yes. Yes. So, unfortunately for the Dolphins, they fall again 31-21 to the Buffalo Bills. But like Flynn said, at least it gave us some football to watch because I didn't have any high expectation for that game.
Now, so I'm watching this game last night, and I'm watching, I'm thinking, like, okay, is this the Bills just having an off night? Is it the Dolphins playing really well? It's probably a combination of kind of both.
Yeah.
But I'm watching this, and I'm like, man, these Bills who look unflappable the first 2 weeks, they don't look like Superman right now. Their run defense is not great.
Yeah.
They showed that against the Ravens. They showed that last night. I mean, A-Chain was going off last night. They were gashing them.
Number 1 pass defense in the NFL.
Right.
But, yes, if you want to make your hay, it's on the ground.
And that's if you think about if they continue to win these games but their running defense is not great, guess where they're going to – if they keep winning, guess where they get to play in late January?
Where's that?
They get to play in their home field where it's really cold, and people are going to be running the ball at them, and it's not going to be advantageous. So after watching last night, I'm sitting there. There are some good teams in the AFC. Do not let your head get too big, but I think the Chargers might be number 1 on my power list in the AFC. So right now, I got a Chargers-Packers Super Bowl right this second.
Don't let that happen.
Don't let it happen.
Oh, my gosh. If that happens, we're going to be – if you already think we're unbearable, just wait till that happens.
And this isn't even pandering. This is just like how I'm viewing.
I've never heard you, since I got drafted in 2008, say a nice word about the Chargers until literally just then.
Sure.
It's the first time.
So if it's not Chargers-Saints, it'll be Chargers-Packers. We'll see. We'll see what happens in January.
Why'd you have to do that? Why'd you have to add that caveat?
Just trying to be funny, I guess. Who knows? On a more down note.
Oh, great.
I was texting you last night. I got a little sad last night.
Oh, yeah. You had a rough one last night,
I took a tough beat in the sports card game.
You did.
I had a really nice card. It was a Jaden Daniels card.
Yeah.
I'd purchased it raw. I'd graded it up to a 10.
Which typically in the sports card world doubles it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get a 10,
and I didn't buy it wrong,
especially like
either.
on an expensive card.
And I didn't buy it wrong either.
No.
I bought it at market value.
Yeah.
I graded it up. The value was much higher. And, you know, you live by the bid, you die by the bid. And I had it on an auction.
Yeah.
And apparently there was only one person that wanted it. And it went for low.
I tried to get it too.
So it was, I graded it up to a 10. And
I honestly, if I wouldn't have been, if I didn't have a doubleheader flag football and I would have known, like, I could have bought that card, I would have definitely bought that card.
If you would have bought it for the price it went for, you wouldn't have gotten it. Sorry, bud.
Wait.
I would cancel that order.
You wouldn't have given it to me?
Nope, sorry.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, it's just... So, yeah, so I graded up to 10, and I ended up losing a couple bucks on it. So, you know, a little heartbroken right now. Kind of lost...
Sorry about that.
Took some wind out of my sails last night, so I just wanted to air that grievance out there. I know nobody cares about it.
He was down bad.
I was down bad.
He was down bad. So next time, just buy his card, please.
It was a nice card.
I think you should like, when you have a big Jaden Daniels, Malik, BTJ, Jamar, Joe, you should probably announce it to, you know, the thousands of listeners we have that are also fans of those same players.
That's true.
Yeah.
I probably should. I probably should do a little advertising.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's on eBay. I mean, there's millions of people on eBay.
Yeah, but there's thousands listening to this show. Hundreds, tens
of tens people. So, yeah, there you go. It's not all just sunshine and rainbows in the card game. Every now and then you live by the bid, you die by the bid.
Yeah.
So we're trying to figure out over here, just spitballing, why? What happened?
Just tell me why.
Just tell me why.
Tell me why, Jamarcus.
Come on.
You know Jimbo still says that, by the way.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Yeah.
That's his thing.
Yeah.
If he didn't say it, I'd be really disappointed. Actually, in my travels and selling at My High, I was at a collegiate dietitians conference, and I was speaking with the dietitian for Texas A&M, and she was there when Jimbo was there, and I said, hey, I was talking to her, like, yeah, I played for Jimbo, and then she looked at me and she said, tell me why. So she did the Jimbo impression as well, and did it pretty good too. So we shared a couple of Jimbo quotes, Jimbo stories, and got some giggles out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's pretty much why they're hydrated.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Because Jimbo stories.
Yeah, Jimbo stories.
That's right.
I can tell you this. Like, so Jimbo, all jokes aside, Jimbo Fisher, coached us. Y'all know him, national championship, the whole deal. When he said that, like, he's like, okay, well, he used to always, well, tell me why. Why did you? It could be a good or a bad play. Mm-hmm. Like, I can remember we were playing, I think it was the game that he talked to you about, Kentucky in 2006, and it was like a 3rd and 1, and I cut it backside for the first down, blah, blah, blah. And I just remember at halftime, hey, why'd you cut that backside? It's like, well, he's like, yeah.
I was just trying to make a play, Jimbo.
Yeah, he's like, well, nothing told you to cut it backside. Why'd you cut it backside? Tell me why. But, like, I appreciated that because I'm like, okay, well, you got to have a rhyme and a reason why you're doing things. And honestly, like, in this profession, I try to take that with me too. Oh, they can't run the ball. Can't do it. I can't pass protect. They can't run good routes. Okay, why? Mm-hmm. Well, tell me why they can't.
Yep.
If they can't run, why are they not being able to run? If they can't pass protect, why can't they pass protect? Mm-hmm. Because if you're going to say it and you're going to believe it, well, you got to know the reason why they can't do it. And it's one of the things, like, when we're watching tape and when we're back in the studio, it's like, okay, well, if you say they can't do something or you say they're doing something really well tell me why. Why is it working for them? Why is it not working for them? And so, like, even in this profession, like, I still, like, challenge myself. Okay, man, they can't run the ball. Jimbo's in the background. Oh, tell me why.
Tell me why, Jacob. Tell me why. Him saying that also kind of has been in the back of my brain always, right? Tell me why, why is this play good against this coverage? That's kind of like why I'm so high on Aaron Anderson, because he understands the why of pass concepts, right? That's what makes, like, when I talk about football IQ, it's speaking to that exact question. It is people that play the game and can look at a playbook and understand why they're doing something. Okay, I have a backside in route or a dig route. why do I have this backside dig route? What's the quarterback's progression? What window do I need to get in versus cover 3 versus a cover 2 look?
Right.
Why do I need to run this route a little bit different versus man-to-man? It's understanding the why of a concept. Like, why did this offensive coordinator create this play? And then why is he telling me to do this? And so that's what makes somebody a really good and a valuable asset for an NFL franchise when they're looking at college players is, does that guy get it? Or is he just a really good athlete?
Right.
Does he run the same route the same way versus every coverage? Is he running – so he runs a 4-3-5. Does he run every route at a 4-3-5? Because that's not what we need. You can't run past the hole.
It's true.
You have to understand what your role is in this 11-man play that we're trying to do to beat this defense. And it's a
my 9-year-old flag football team doesn't understand that.
Yours doesn't?
Does yours?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We're calling this rock concept. Do you know why? Is this coverage?
I don't know. Currently, we're working. Coaches, I told you, coaches on the hot seat on the flag football team. Me,
being the coach.
I'm kind of like Mike McDaniels. I'm drawing these maybe too intricate of plays. 0-3, and I looked at my coaches the other day and I said, maybe I'm really good at drawing football plays. Maybe I'm not so good at drawing flag football plays. So we might be diving into
hot seat watch.
Hot seat watch.
Okay,
and it's flaming.
All right. Ooh, sorry about that. I don't know where to go from here. But to your point though about like Aaron Anderson, he is a receiver. Like when you have a route concept and it's not good against the coverage they're playing and you know it, there's still things that you can do within your route to try to get the defender to not be disciplined and still find a way to catch a football too. And I think he does that really well.
Absolutely. So, he's just where he needs to be at the right time within the footwork of Garrett and then within the progression.
There is a Green Bay Packers number 10 jersey
there is.
Behind us at this breakfast bar, and the breakfast bar looks incredible.
You think it says love or Flynn?
No, I think it, you stole my joke. I think it says Flynn. I think it does say Flynn. Sir in the Green Bay Packers jersey. Green Bay Packers. Oh, man, he's locked in. He's locked into the breakfast bar. We got to get that guy to turn around. If that says Flynn, you owe me $100.
Why? Why would I pay $100 for that?
Yep, because it says Flynn. All right, that's going to be the first segment. So don't you worry. When we come back in the second segment, we'll start to break down some of the games. The Saints traveling out to Seattle. Obviously, LSU with a home game against Southeastern. You've got some good games in the Southeastern Conference that are going to be potentially college football playoff conversation games down the road. If it keeps trending the way it is, we've got a lot to get to. Stay locked in here. It is OTB live from Rouse's on Burbank.
Off the bench.
It's electrical.com. Once you go to Boudreaux's electrical.com, top right corner of the website, you can get that free Generac quote. Now, if you want to pick up the phone, have a conversation with them on the North Shore, it's 985-397-1562. In the greater Baton Rouge area, 225-300-9389. That is the phone number to get the ultimate peace of mind. Generators ready to go. It can have you ready as early as a week's time, right? And you have that ultimate peace of mind. Go to BoudreauxElectrical.com.
That's right. More power, more protection. So protect your home, protect your things, protect your family during a storm, no matter where. We live in South Louisiana. You never know what is on the horizon. You never know what can happen. I told you that my power ran out 2 days ago, just randomly from a rainstorm and a little bit of wind. So you never know what's going to happen. So protect your house. Be the envy of your neighborhood. When the lights go down, be the one with the lights on. BoudreauxElectrical.com.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here live from Rouse's on Burbank. It is Football Friday. We'll be here every single Friday during the football season. And that includes LSU, Southeastern, over across kind of the street, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Tiger Stadium.
Almost the shadows.
Depends on where the sun's at.
Long, it's got to be a long shadow.
Purple jersey game, although I don't know if we're wearing purple.
No, it's a purple jersey game. Super excited about it.
You going? Did you get your parking pass?
No, I didn't get a parking pass.
So you're not going?
Huck's asking about it, though.
Uh-oh.
So we might be there. We'll see. It's going to be a photo finish.
What are you bribing Huck with to make sure you don't have to go?
Oh, good question.
Yep.
I'm a proud new owner of a new Derek Stingley card. So am I bribing with that? Thanks,
yeah,
bud.
but that's from me to him. That's not from you.
That's true. He doesn't know that.
That's true.
Oh, man. We will probably be going, but we were for sure going this past weekend and we didn't go. So it's kind of a wild card. You never know. Yeah, we were excited about going this past weekend, and I'm a little bit upset. We missed the opportunity. We missed the vibes because I know Death Valley was a rockin'. And it'll be a little bit different tomorrow. We get it. I get it. But we hadn't been to a game yet. So Huck's dying to get there, get some Dippin' Dots, some popcorn. But we'll see.
As far as the injury report for the game, and this is by our guy Hunt Palmer over on LouisianaSports.net. You can check that out. Put it out there yesterday afternoon. So Trey'Daz Green is somebody that is progressing towards playing. Now, when he went down, it looked bad. Like,
yeah,
oh, man. I've seen that injury 1,000 times, unfortunately. But it was, a good report that it was just a sprain. Now, he missed the Florida game. But chances are he could come back for this Southeastern game. But I'll kind of keep throwing him back out there. Now, this is a quote from Brian Kelly. Trey'Daz was out at practice moving around on Thursday. We threw the ball to him a little bit. I would say that he is, for Saturday, we're going to put him as questionable. I'm all about respecting your opponent. I'm also a meathead. I hated missing any game. I didn't miss one until the NFL, I'm pretty sure. Truly missed a game because of injury. And it was a Week 17 game. We're playing against Denver. Both of us were already eliminated from the playoffs, I think, and I hated it. I hated it. It was awful. But there's no Southeastern Louisianas in the NFL. So, it's a different situation, I think.
Yep.
This is a game that they don't need Trey'Daz Green. Now, again, if you want to get him, a handful of plays, maybe it's 5, whatever that number is, okay. But, how careful, Matt, do you have to be with a Trey'Daz Green? We've talked about Garrett Nussmeier playing in this game. Look, you're here to play. I get that. And I love the fact that everybody wants to play. I do. But there's going to be a lot of questions about why.
Yeah, we've brought up that question 2 segments in a row now. You got to tell me why. You can rush him back, and maybe the respecting your opponent part is the process of listing him as questionable without the intent of playing, because there is no reason to play him. There is no, for what reason would you put him out there? Whether are you trying to give him some stats? You trying to get him back into shape? You trying to get his confidence up? What possible reason could you have or make to put him out there besides just having the ultimate coach's outlook of players play games? We have a game. If you're able to play a game, you play a game.
Yeah.
And that is kind of the reason we're talking about Nussmeier playing this week. If the torso injury truly has been affecting game planning and play calling and how we're operating as an offense, what is the reason for not resting him and not getting him back to as close to 100% healthy as he can, if it's even possible within the season? Besides just saying, players are here to play football. We are playing football this weekend. So if they can go play football, they're going to play football. Yeah. That's the only kind of attitude. And I'm not saying that's the wrong attitude to have, but hopefully we're a little bit more got a wider vision of what this team's goals are, what the season holds. It's a long season. So you want to have a pass catcher that is dynamic, that is big, that creates unfair advantages to even the best athletes in the SEC.
Yeah.
you want to have him pretty healthy when SEC play
with a
resumes.
road game against Ole Miss next week.
Mm-hmm.
So he's listening to this question. One, you're right. Like, it might be respecting your opponent and just putting that, and you're practicing him because he is good enough to go, but obviously you still want to be cautious with him there. So I honestly, I would not expect to see him. Like, he might even go through pregame warm-ups. He might be dressed, but I don't know that you'll see him in the game.
Yeah.
That's just my guess on this situation.
No, I wouldn't think you would. I mean, honestly. I don't know the rules. Is there a rule, like, if you are listed as out, can you practice?
Oh, you're saying because now you have to have – yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. Now you have to have an official, injury report now in the SEC.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have to list somebody as something to be able to practice.
I do know this.
Obviously, you want them
so
to.
I know this. If you have an injury but you're full participant in practice, you don't have to list that on the injury report.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We learned that with a torso injury.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
So if you're practicing your full go, you don't have to list it.
Got it.
But I don't know the flip version.
The reverse of that, like if you were listed as
Right.
out in the game, can you suit up and go practice?
So, all right, Trey'Dez Green going to be questionable for this game. Wes Weeks is doubtful for this game with the calf strain that he had. Again, another player you're absolutely going to need against Ole Miss. Todd McShay had a great clip about talking about Harold Perkins and the star position and him creating nightmares. He's like, and the Weeks brothers, like Mike, just kind of goes all like in the physicality and how the defense is playing. So I'm glad Wes Weeks is getting the love that he deserves, because last week before he got hurt, man, he stepped up when his brother went out of the game because he hit somebody too hard in tackle football. He played incredibly well. Mm-hmm. And that is a player that has continued to develop in that linebacker room, man. Devon Key stepped up, and he was a good player last year. I remember having so many conversations with Blake about him in the offseason. They love him as well. That is such a deep room. Like, that one makes, you're doubtful. you're not going out there.
Right.
We got plenty of, and we're going to need you against Ole Miss there. So that one makes all the sense in the world not to try to rush back. And, I've never had a calf strain. I don't know how annoying that one can be. Like, I've had plenty of knee and different sprains and stuff. So going to be doubtful for this one. But, again, another player that when he went down and you're sitting there and you're looking through your binoculars on the broadcast and you see him holding, they're like, oh, boy. Mm-hmm. The parents came down on the field. Oh, gosh. So good news for that one, too. Yeah. It looks like it's only going to be a couple weeks.
Yeah, great news. But, I mean, thinking back of the game, it just last week, the amount of people that had to step up and play over their skis, had to play in a position they didn't expect when they put their head on the pillow Friday night. Yeah. Did not expect to have to contribute against the Florida Gators in that type of atmosphere to the extent that they did. Guys that just stepped up, and like Brian Kelly said after the game, I don't know if they really knew what they were doing, but they did it.
But they did it fast.
They did it fast, and they did it with bad intentions. So that's why we love this defense. And I actually, randomly, I just watched the first half of our defense play. I watched the All-22 yesterday, just our defense yesterday against Florida. And, man, they are I came away very impressed with the IQ of our linebackers when they're pressuring. I came away very impressed with the aggressiveness, even more so, of the Blake Baker mindset and philosophy and the teachings that they have. It seems like every time they are at least bringing 5 guys, which turned into 6 usually because it was some sort of green dog. Yeah, I did come away a little bit wary of, if I was game planning against this, there are holes and exploitations to take advantage of if you can catch them in the right defense.
That's any the aggressive defense for sure. I mean, I remember playing. You play against the Ravens and the Steelers around the time that we were in the NFL. And I remember being in those meetings and being like, hey, guys, there's plays to be made. It's like, yeah, there's plays to be made. But also, Haloti Ngata and Terrell Suggs are hitting Phillip in the face before he can, Ed Reed's coming off the edge, or Ray Lewis is coming through the A-gap. Yep. Same thing. Like, it's like, yeah, there's plays to be made, but see Troy Polamalu's jumping over the center. So, for sure. Yep. Like, that's when you're aggressive, obviously there's got to be, that's the thing for them is, can they continue to be as aggressive and play to that level and have as much success, because eventually there's going to be like at least one play in the year where their aggressive nature, a team takes advantage of it because, for whatever reason, maybe the blitzer slips down or maybe the running back has a really good pass protection on him. It's going to be a big play.
Yep.
But that's what when you play that style, and Blake knows that.
For sure.
Some of those things are going to happen.
And you live with that risk. And
for sure.
You live
And my God, please keep living with it. Don't play quarters coverage. And just sit back there and be passive.
It is. You would much rather be the hammer and not the nail. And they did it. And I'm watching this, and I'm like, you are allowed to do this because of people like Mansour Delane.
Yeah.
Early in the game.
Maybe he might be the team MVP.
So he is a guy that can understand route concepts and diagnose what they're trying to do very quickly. Like there was a play early on in the game, and they run a little wheel route, a little pick play wheel route with the inside receiver, and they were in man coverage.
Yeah.
We were in man coverage, and his guy goes down to pick. The wheel route comes. The linebacker covering the wheel route goes underneath the pick, and once you go underneath the pick, you're dead.
You're dead, yeah.
Right, because the guy hits it over. He realizes that, bails on the guy that he was covering to cover the wheel route, and I can't remember if he knocked it down or intercepted. I can't remember. But he makes the play on it.
Yeah.
Dead play. LSU ball.
Right.
And left his guy wide open because he diagnosed it and read the eyes of DJ Lagway, who DJ Lagway has got to get back. that diagnosing things, he just does not diagnose the defense very quickly.
And again,
obviously,
but that's part of it. These are college quarterbacks, and you're kind of playing an NFL style of defense right now. As far as multiple as you are, you don't see that in college football. Like I watch a lot of tape, and you don't see the multiple defenses, the multiple things that they're doing on tape that I'm watching.
Yeah, you have to get really creative if you're trying to take a look and break down this film without being within the walls of the LSU football facility, without understanding their actual calls and what I'm sitting there, if I'm trying to chart cover 1, 2, 3, 4 or 4 dog zone or 3 strong dog or whatever it is.
Right.
I have to write a long ways. Okay, this is cover 4, but they're man on 1, they're trail on 3. They're very complicated defense that are hard just for the standard person to just go said, oh yeah, they're playing quarters coverage. Well, they are, but there's got a lot of other principles to it too. So
got some bylaws in there,
and there's a lot of communication going with that defense, which speaks to that leadership and the guys, the veteran presence out there in the secondary and on that defense, because they're communicating and changing coverages throughout the play, like midway through the cadence, they're doing it and they're catching it, and everybody's on the same page. There was one time where one safety didn't get a call. Yeah. And this was after Whit Weeks was out. Yeah. So they're communicating. So the linebacker is telling everybody what to do. One safety didn't get it. Lagway scrambles out to the left, throws a touchdown down the sideline. Got wide open. That was the only time I saw somebody miss an assignment. And the safety,
they got a holding call,
and it was a cloud coverage. It was cover 2, and the safety didn't go over the top. He thought it was man.
Yep. And that's the one they got the holding call and got called back there. But, yeah, you're right about that. As far as Garrett Nussmeier, before we take this break, Brian Kelly said he's feeling good. We had to limit a lot of things we did over the first 3 or 4 weeks. He's finally coming to practice feeling good and getting into a good rhythm. He's had his best week of practice, so we want him to play and go through the game at the level where he's comfortable. To hold him back really at this point would not be the right thing for him. He's excited to play because he feels so much better. All right.
Hey, he had his best week of practice this week, felt the best, but guess what? If he didn't play this week, he would feel even better.
Maybe.
Next week.
Maybe.
He'd be a little mad. I'd be mad.
Maybe the torso injury is one of the ones, you don't want it to get too stiff. You don't want to sit there and have to stretch it back out. I don't know. Look, I don't know torso injuries. And when Doc came in the other day, he's like, yeah, it can be anywhere from basically your neck to your pelvis. I'm like, oh, that's a small area. So I don't know. We don't know exactly, what it is, but all right, if the head coach feels good, if the player feels good, if he feels like he, needs to get him in a rhythm before you travel to Ole Miss, all right, who am I to say that that's not factual? That's not what needs to be done.
But tell me why.
I think he told you why. So he's going to play in this game. West Week's going to be out for this game. And Trey'Dez Green's questionable, but I'd be surprised if you see him out there. So that is the injury report. Again, LouisianaSports.net. Hunt Palmer did a great write-up. You can check it out there. We'll go ahead and get ready for this break. But before we do, tailgating doesn't have to be complicated when you've got Rouse's in your corner. They make it easy to cover the spread. From party trays and dips to fried chicken, wings, and mini sandwiches, Rouse's has all the fan favorites ready to roll. You want to fire up the grill, grab fresh burgers, sausages, boudin, and marinated meats right from the butcher, like right over our shoulder right here. Rouse's also has all the chips, desserts, soft drinks, beer, wine, and their famous slow melt ice. They can even cover you with the paper plates, the napkins, utensils, everything. One-stop shop, as we always say. One trip, everything you need. That's how you cover the spread at Rouse's Markets. All right, we'll take a break. We are here at Rouse's. We'll be here all morning long. Come hang out. You see this team coming up from the breakfast bar. It's ready to go. We're ready to go. More OTB when we come back.
Off the bench.
All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com. Buying new, leasing, renting, everything is always available over at All-Star. So if you want to buy a new vehicle, obviously go check it out. They got so many options, so many different options, multiple midsize SUVs, multiple trucks, Sienna minivan, multiple sedans, everything. All right. If you're leasing, same situation. They've got you covered. If you're renting, per day rental prices. Okay, so if you want to go watch the Tigers play in Oxford, in Tuscaloosa, in Norman, in Nashville, you're planning that trip now, go ahead, reserve your vehicle, any vehicle, over at All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com.
That's right. Go see them right there on Airline near Goodwood. That is All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge. If you are in the time of life where it is time for an upgrade, you got to get a new car, or you want to get a used car, or maybe set up a long-term lease, whatever it is, they can take care of you. They got a car for literally anything you could ever need. So go see them today. See how they can hook you up at All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com.
Seven champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from Rouse's, and let's go ahead and get the show started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
All right, go to GoFlowIV.com, the website for GoFlow IV Spa, Health, and Wellness. And you can go find a full list of services right there on the website, contact information. And look, it's still hot. It's still humid outside, right? You're still going out, having fun all day on Saturday, tailgating in that heat. Maybe, just maybe you're being hydrated with something outside of My High. Well, if that's the case, then you need to go ahead and prepare the right way. Go see them today. Or if you didn't see them, not proactive, and on Sunday you're like, oh my God, I still got a full day here of the weekend, and Monday's going to be a true Monday, then you can go see them on Sunday as well, or you can go see them on Monday morning. They are there for you. GoFlowIV.com.
Yeah, right there in Bocage, right there on Jefferson, near Bocage. You can go set up. I told you I went and set up my account with them and got my first IV a couple of weeks ago, and literally I was in and out in probably 30, 45 minutes. So if you've ever been curious about IV treatment, IV therapy, works immediately, makes you feel better instantly. Go see their list of services and all their membership and packages, everything right there at GoFlow IV. Go see them. GoFlow.
All right. The New Orleans Saints injury report, and the one injury that I've been watching, you've been watching, we all been wondering when Trevor Penning was going to get back onto the field. Well, again, another report by Ross Jackson on LouisianaSports.net. He is trending in the right direction and potentially could play this week. Well, why is that important? Trevor Penning certainly had some ups and downs, but you need somebody at guard, somebody new. Somebody.
What do you mean?
Somebody that plays better than. No. Cesar Ruiz. We don't say his name loud anymore.
No, we don't.
No,
It's a
we just
whisper.
whisper it because it's bad juju. All right. By the way, Cesar Ruiz is 86 out of 88 graded guards in the NFL. Who are the other two fellas?
Who are those guys?
I want to know who those guys are. So you need help at guard. You need Trevor Penning back. So if he's trending in the right direction, maybe, just maybe, you can get him back at left guard. You're already, you're down multiple players at that position already. The player you have right now, again, is 86 out of 88 graded guards in the NFL this year. You need so much help at the position. So even if Trevor Penning is not the best guard in the world, you need somebody he's a former first-round pick. He's making the move from tackle. Guard feels like it is a better situation for him. You need him to play. You need him to play. He's had the turf toe situation for multiple weeks now. Your interior of your offensive line is horrendous. It's horrendous right now. And you're trying to help out a young quarterback who's out there kind of balling a little bit. Just imagine if you gave him the peace of mind of having, the interior of the offense solidified.
Yeah, it's Caesar Ruiz. Yeah, it's one of those things if you're practicing, so it looks like he was out there in a limited role on Wednesday practicing, starting out on Wednesday this week. So you start to practice to playing the game. So at least get him out there, start getting his legs back under him, getting his conditioning into him. Maybe you see him a little bit in the game. I don't know. It's to the extent of which he did practice. I'd like to kind of figure that out. But yeah, you got to get him back in there. You have to help that offensive line. You got to help Spencer Rattler, even though he has proven to be able to work in chaos pretty well, to create and move his feet and be twitchy back there in the pocket. We need a lot of help. So all the help you can get, Saints. I'm all here for it.
Yeah, it is. It's troublesome whenever you have that many deficiencies in the middle of your offensive line. And look, and Eric McCoy, who's a really damn good football player, didn't have his best week. Like when he's not perfect, which is completely unfair to him, but when he's not perfect, I mean, it is a complete you-know-what show. So they have to have help up there. We'll see if Trevor Penning can give them that help because they're certainly not going to get it from the right side. All right, we'll take a break. Also continue talking about the matchup. Seattle Seahawks right now 7.5-point favorite against the Saints. It opened up at 8.5, so you're telling me there's a chance. There's a chance. Continue breaking down some of the other big matchups across the college football landscape. We'll do it all when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to russellpools.com. That is the website for Russell Pool Company, man. I love seeing all the different designs that they have because no two are the same. Now, if you see a design on the website and you're like, man, I want that. I want that exact thing in my backyard. That's somebody else's dream, but you know what? It's my dream now because I like it that much. They can do it. They can do that for you. But if you've always had the desire to have this dream pool in your backyard and you're like, man, can somebody get this done? Can somebody take my ideas that I've put on paper and have them become a reality? They can do that over at Russell Pool Company. Check them out, russellpools.com.
Yeah, custom pools right here. So when you think of high quality custom pools in Louisiana, the name you should think of is Russell Pools. And whatever your lifestyle is, whatever the reason for your pool, whether you got kids, whether you're a bachelor, whatever it is, they can do it. They can fix it. So they can take everything from a dream. They got 2 landscape architects right there on staff, so they can take your dream to a reality. They can plan it. They can design it. They can build it. They can maintain it. Everything right there. russellpools.com.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here, live from Rouse's on Burbank.
Hot mic?
You had the scorching mic. What was that?
I have no idea. When I lifted my coffee up to my mouth, hot mic, so I put it down.
Okay.
I didn't even get my sip of coffee. That's the sacrifices I make here at OTB every single morning.
You got a little My High in front of you, sir. Can you pick up My High here at Rouse's? Is that something that's...
strangely enough, you can.
You can?
You sure can.
Okay.
Last week, I kind of told you they were a little short of it, a little sold out because it was popping. There was other companies out here that had a bunch of it, but My High was picked through pretty good, pretty popular around here. But we're restocked, so come over here. Any of your Rouses, anywhere from Lake Charles to Gulf Shores. All the Rouses right there. Get you some My High. Get hydrated. Perfectly hydrated.
And be hydrated for the tailgate this weekend. If you're going out to Southeastern and LSU, it's going to be an opportunity to see the Tigers play one more time before they really get into SEC play. Some people need a parking pass. Some just are going to go out there and have fun.
Well, I mean, you don't have to worry about parking passes because you got one. Do you have a parking spot?
No, I have a parking pass. So
got your name on a curb or anything?
Nope. Park where all the other media does.
Well, I'm media.
You could have gotten a parking pass before the season if you would have done that, requested one.
Even if I don't work the game?
No, that's true. I don't know.
I want to
act like you're working. Just bring a notepad and a pen.
Now that I do the show, can I get a media credential and to wear I wear the orange vest or whatever on the sideline?
That's for photographers.
Well, I got a camera phone.
You're an idiot.
What?
Got a camera phone.
I got a camera phone right here.
No, you can need an actual camera, I'm pretty sure.
Well, no, these take just as good of pictures. A photographer told me that.
Oh, hour 2 coming back. OTB live from Rouse's.
Off the bench.
Yeah, what photographer?
Good one.
Okay, good. LSU Snacks, the officially licensed snacks of the Tigers. Every bite supports LSU athletes, so you can cheer on the Tigers while enjoying great taste. Try the Win Bar, a blend of crunchy granola, wholesome almonds, and chocolate chips packed with protein and lower in sugar. Or you can grab the Win Bites. It is gluten-free, bite-sized chocolate chip cookies with the perfect crunch. Find LSU Snacks now at Rouse's, or you can order them online at lsusnacks.com. LSU Snacks, where every bite supports LSU. So you can go to the website, again, lsusnacks.com, kind of see what they have to offer there. You can stop by your local Rouse's, which right now, just come say what's up to us. You can hang out. Find those here at Rouse's. So, again, you are supporting LSU. You're supporting LSU athletes, and you are supporting your Tigers. Again, lsusnacks.com. Go Tigers.